So astrotherapy lesson of the day, please do not sleep on your Chiron. Your Chiron gives you such deep information around some healing that you have to do in this lifetime. You literally cannot avoid it. Or you could avoid it, but it'll get you into trouble. And better yet, if you do the healing work with Chiron, it can be so incredibly powerful for you. So in this video, we're going to go through Chiron in the different zodiac signs, some different themes you might be working on, some wounding that needs to be addressed. So hi y'all, my name is Lisa. I'm an astrotherapist, which is a licensed therapist who integrates astrology into my work with clients, which is essentially utilizing the power of the birth chart to help people understand their strengths, their weaknesses, different areas of their life they're meant to address. We also look at the transit so I can better support clients with whatever they're moving through. So if you don't already know, Chiron is an asteroid. Everyone has a Chiron placement in their birth chart, and it represents some kind of deep wounding that you have, okay? And if you do this wounding work, it can ultimately be something that you can gift others. But for the sake of this video, we're just purely gonna focus on the wounding so you can get an idea of what am I working on? And you might have already been working on this, right? You don't need your birth chart to have lived your life, right? The birth chart is just actually validation of your lived experience. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's say maybe you have your Chiron in Libra. Maybe there's deep wounding, things you're working out in relationship, interpersonal wounding, okay? Maybe based on things that happened to you, you learned how to be a people pleaser, like essentially denying your own needs to keep the peace, which is definitely a classic protective mechanism that a lot of us learned, especially as children, okay? That's really big with Libra Chiron. And also just in general, Libra Chiron is definitely just like working out relationship wounds in general, how to be in relationship with others, okay? We all have a different experience with this. There's some kind of challenge here that you are meant to work out in this lifetime. Okay, Chiron and Scorpio. This is a really strong one. Okay, maybe you're working out issues around power dynamics, your own sense of literally power, like owning your power. Okay, maybe somebody tried to control you. Maybe there was different traumas that happened that like really scarred you, that your Chiron and Scorpio is forcing you to have to basically go through deep transformations. It might be really scary, a lot of shadow work. It might be even stuff that's not even related to you, that's inherited. Okay, I notice this a lot with Chiron Scorpio. There's something that you're definitely meant to transmute, some kind of pain. And again, it might not be yours, but you're tasked with it in this lifetime. And definitely trauma, obviously we all have trauma, but Scorpio, Chiron is deeply in the trauma realm. Okay, Chiron and Sag, maybe there's some wounding around your sense of, again, autonomy, your wildness, your freedom. Maybe you were also controlled. Maybe there's some kind of wounding around your belief systems, what you were taught. I often see like religious trauma here. It's like what you were told and you're having to unlearn different things with Sag, Chiron, come into your own beliefs, okay? So there's something that you're unlearning here. And also, again, something about your autonomy, your freedom, that expansiveness that you're craving that maybe wasn't allowed. Okay, Chiron and Capricorn, maybe there's like massive pressure to succeed, this like status quo, what it means to be productive. Maybe that was like a value modeled for you. Also, Capricorn, Chiron often like represses its needs, like emotions. It's just very like, oh, I don't need that. Okay, I just have to go, go, go. Maybe also really high standards. Again, I really think about a lot of capitalism wounds with a Capricorn Chiron. Also, something about like traditions, maybe in your family, something that you're meant to, again, unlearn. Chiron's often about unlearning. Actually, a lot of therapy is about unlearning. Do you know that? Because it's true. Okay, Chiron in Aquarius. There might be some wounding around being your authentic self. Maybe it wasn't okay. Again, going against status quo, your weirdness, your queerness. Going against the grain. Maybe it was really hard. Maybe it was like something that wasn't allowed or modeled. You were like stuck in a box that you're meant to, or you're tasked in this life to like push through. Also, I don't know if you can hear my cat crying, but she's definitely crying. She wants my attention. Okay, and last for today, Chiron in Pisces. Now I see a lot with this. There's often like some kind of wound that's actually unconscious, like pre-verbal, like something that happened a really long time ago that you don't necessarily remember, that's like somatically in your body, or definitely in the unconscious that you're meant to address. It can also be not even about you, but collective energies. With Pisces, it could be within your family, collective unconscious stuff. Again, there could also be like religious trauma here, spiritual stuff. Also, the witch wound, I've definitely noticed with Pisces, Chiron. So definitely getting to know what lives in your unconscious realm. What are the things that are like kind of leading your life, but you're not aware of it, right? It's very related to like the 12th house, if you're familiar. It's like, what is this unconscious thing that I don't remember, that lives inside me, that is causing me trouble? Okay, that's it for today. What's your Chiron sign? Let me know in the comments. Do you relate to any of these? If yours wasn't named today, there's a part 1. Check it out. Chiron is so important. Get to know the zodiac sign, the archetypes, the energies of this sign. I just named a few things, like yours is going to be different. Also, a reminder, we all have the whole birth chart, which is very complex. So integrate it all together, but this is just a little teaser to get to know your Chiron. Super important. Definitely healing work to do here. And I imagine you've already done some healing work, but there's always more work to do. Okay, so let me know in the comments, what sign is your Chiron in? Let's get into it.